A bump in the night, mysterious frights, smells that disturb, visuals impaired. Welcome to another episode of Cryptid Chronicles. I'm your host, Sadhu Da, as we begin to dive and explore into horrors unseen but foretold. Join me if you dare. Sprites. The Latin word spiritus is where the word sprite comes from. It means spirit. They are a type of fairy being, usually broken down into the element that they reside over. They are closely related to the Spriggan of Celtic origins, and have many closely related cousins. Fire sprites are linked to salamanders, water sprites are linked to undines, and earth sprites are linked to elves, while air sprites hold relation to the specific type of fae known as fairies. I had a trying period of time where a sprite had revealed itself to me. It offered aid in my time of need, and has since remained. I believe the one that came to me was a sylph. It often took the shape of a small red orb with wings. These beings are very powerful and tend to be benevolent. Sometimes they can infest a home. Simple appeasement through offerings and honoring them will bring fortune and protection. A lot of times they will take the shape of a small bright ball. They are very different from orbs, however. To give us a bigger picture of these beings, we need to look into some of the types of sprites that you may encounter. One thing that all sprites have in common is a strong affinity towards a specific element. Some of these beings may have an uneven temperamental, but they are usually more approachable than most fae. What separates a sprite from an average fae is the combination of being both elemental and fairy at the same time. Think of them as hybrids and it will make more sense. They also tend to be less shy than either fae or elementals. Sylph. Air-based sprites, similar to angelic beings and are visible most of the time. They can appear as a moth or red hummingbird. When they move or communicate, the winds will follow and a breeze may be felt. They speak through the air and can be quite protective when they find a person with strong magical power that they are drawn to. If they are within earth, they will become stuck. If in water, they can drown. If inside fire, they will burn. These sprites are closely related to us, and their energetic structure is similar to the way our auras are composed. Undine. Water-based sprites, similar to mermaids, Mamiwata, Jangu, Kelpie, Melissoon, and Selkies. They are composed of water and can shapeshift to any form, but will always be made of water. In fire, they evaporate. Within air, they become gaseous. If in the earth element, they saturate the land and dissolve. These types lack a dense soul. In the past, they would trick humans into marriage so they could achieve immortality. They may achieve sexual union with a human by possessing them. They blend within the water inside of the human body. Salamander. Fire-based sprites, similar to Jinn, Phoenix, and some forms of dragons. They tend to look like actual salamanders, though much bigger in stature. Picture a lizard that looks like it's made of molten lava, and that is an accurate depiction. I've known a couple of high-ranking llamas that both use salamanders and are protected by them. Mustard seeds can be used to conjure these entities, and they are highly intelligent and capable of assisting in magical rites. Within water, they will die in excruciating pain. In air, they can suffocate if overexposed. With earth, they can spread and become out of control. Gnome. Earth-based sprite similar to elves, goblins, dwarves, dryad, and leprechauns. They enjoy making mischief but can be quite helpful and love to help magicians. They will guard treasures and bring them. They can be quite moody and like to hoard gemstones. They burn the way a human would in fire. They drown the way a human would in water. In air, they become overinflated and dried out. Billions of gnomes work on the earth through all 4 cycles of the seasons. They tend to all living things and are of vital importance to the structure of our environment. They are responsible for purging Earth of poisons and pollutants. This includes different types of toxic waste, industrial effluvia, various pesticides, acid rain, and nuclear radiation. We make this job very hard for them, and what we are doing to the world weighs heavily on their hearts. They have a heavier chore in cleansing the karmic energies we place on the earth. This means war and abuse of all kinds. They remove the energetic imprints that we place on our own planet. They are actively working to undo what we constantly place on this planet. The Undines work to cleanse the waters that have been poisoned by sewage and industrial waste or other substances. They ceaselessly engage in efforts to heal the polluted seas by recharging the electromagnetic field of the ocean and all waters. Their spirits are directly linked with the currents of water. Their bodies are basically conductors of cosmic currents that reverberate throughout the chambers of all aquatic life. They also carry the added responsibility of mankind's emotional pollution.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. And also, for the full featured version of this episode,